Good morning and hello, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Supermodel Racing Review for Friday the 8th of July 2022. Quick look at yesterday's results then for Thursday the 7th. We were looking at Newmarket on the July course on the flat 225. It was the July Stakes. We're going to have a go at two horses in that race. Number 4, Little Big Bear, which we were going to use as our break-even hedge. That ended up being a non-runner, so that threw a massive spanner in the works. And then our profit provider horse, number 1, Brave Nation, ultimately came 7th at 6-1 with the Persian Force number 6 winning at 1-2 favourite. Number 5, Mysterious Night, was 3rd at 4-1, and a 33-1 shot or so came in second. So what do we think about that? Well, if you watch our video for yesterday for the analysis, we went into quite a lot of detail about why we thought Brave Nation was likely winner, and Little Big Bear was going to beat this Persian Force. Obviously, they pulled the plug on Big Bear. They said the ground, So what happened there? Well, you've got to bear in mind this is only our opinion. This is not fact. This is just our opinion. Well, this was the 3rd run for Brave Nation. The 3rd run qualifies you for a handicap mark. If you look at the entries for Brave Nation, it's entered up right the way through some decent races, some early closing races, big early closing races, I suppose the scenario, when you looked at the horse on the day, it didn't seem to be race fit. That's only our opinion again, and therefore, what was the likely outcome? It was the likely outcome even if it was they were going for it and they weren't quite up to it, then they'd end up with a pretty high handicap mark, 100 plus for that horse, which wouldn't have done them any favours going forward. So we feel that you don't normally use Group 2 races as warm-ups, but the fact that it was eased to last tells you a little bit more as well. That horse is, as you say, it's entered up through, well, anyway, that's enough about that. So at the end of the day, we lost 0.3125 of a unit. What are the options with that in trading? Well, if you lose your break-even leg part of your forex hedge, you're what's known as trading in a naked manner. That doesn't mean without any clothes on. It means you're unprotected, if you like. And so our options were none of them particularly good. We could have switched and used Persian Force as the break-even hedge, but due to the non-runner and the fact that the odds were screwed off so much, we'd have had to have had a much bigger exposure. Which we didn't like, so that option wasn't very clever. We could leave it as it was and just run it as a naked bet, which was what we did, and we got the chop for that. Or you could really mess about on the exchanges and try and reduce your liability and trade it down, but that's not really what we're about. So that's where we are. We'll stop it there and we'll write up the today's racing. Right, we're back. We've written up today's racing then for Friday the 8th of July. We do actually have a filter one, amazingly. So this is our structural filter. So this is what we'll be doing. And it's Chester on the flat, 6 o'clock. It's the first race of the Chester meeting in the evening meeting. It's for female jockeys, class 4, 3-year-old plus, 0-80, 7 furlongs, 127 yards. Good. So it's 7.5 furlongs basically. What do we know about Chester? Chester 7.5 furlongs. Well, basically it's sort of, they start at a spur and they go round a tight course. So actually 7.5 furlongs basically, and so it's handy if you've got a low draw. Our horse has got is drawn 2, which is handy. Right. So what do we know about Chester then, apart from the shape of the course? We know that it's got a modelled surface pace ratio of 95. Give you an idea, 7.5. Dundalk and Lingfield's 97, quicker. Kempton's 96, slightly quicker. Newcastle on the straight 7.5 is identical, so that's the match. and Chelmsford and Wolverhampton's 92, fair bit slower. So what do we know about this horse then, Last Hurrah? Well, it's the only 3-year-old in the race, and therefore it's got a weight for age of £9. It's rated 81, having been dropped down a pound from 82 in its last race. Now, previously it won 29th of the 10th, 21 last year, a novice stakes, and that was over 7 furlongs, and it's got a front running style, this horse, which is ideal for our purposes today. So then it was gelded, and then it's had 3 runs. So it's 16th to the 4th, Musselburgh, but that was 8 furlongs, so slightly further, good to soft, model 93, a little bit slower, and it was near the bottom weight in that. It was a strong handicap, 94, 96, 74, 96, sorry, range. So the top horse was rated 96, which is pretty good. So it was near the bottom weight of there. It was up with the pace, and it performed at 7 furlongs, and this is 8, as we can see. So then went to Wolverhampton on the all weather, which is a fair bit slower, model 92, and it was near the top weight. So it was one of the better horses there, and it ran a solid race. It came second, I think, there. So and then it went to its Goodwood race the last time out on the 10th of the 6th. It's 8 furlongs soft. And that's model 95, which is an exact match, and it's 8 furlongs, so it's just slightly further, and it was basically up with the pace. 6.5 furlongs out, it got squeezed just as it was starting to make a move. I mean, it's not a great pace horse. This it's more of a sort of a very fast galloping high class plodder, if you like, but that's ideal for Chester because it's going to take a lot of clawing back around the bend, and this horse is going to be hugging the rail, saving ground as it goes round, and it's a resolute galloper. Now what have we done there? So we've managed to get for 4 places on the exchanges. We've got 4 places at let's have a look, 0.1375 of a unit, and we've got just below evens. We've got about 1.92, just below evens on the 4 places, and as there's only 8 in the race and it's a front runner, it's going to be resolute. We think that's pretty good, and on the win side of it, we've skewed it up a little bit more, and we've got 0.1875 of a unit on a win at 7.6 to 1 on average. So 7.5 to 1, 15 to 2 for the win, and a 4 place nearly break even situation there, and so 0.1875 plus 0.137 gives you a total exposure of 0.3 where is it, 25. So we're basically batting with a third of the unit, with the bulk of it on the win component at 7.5 to 1, which is pretty good value. And in a runner race with a front runner drawn well and all the other stuff we've been talking about. So that's what we're doing. We're having a good crack at this Last Hurrah, which is number 8 at Chester 6 o'clock this evening. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, see you tomorrow, and goodbye.